she go. Welcome back to another episode of Crazy.
Sexy.
Ooh.
Yo, y'all are bugging. First of all, I want to tell you, if you didn't like and subscribe, you need to be pressing the button, subscribing. We are loving all the engagement, like all the comments and everything. Keep it going. We will be answering those questions and those questions. We're probably going to do an episode where we'll just answer all the questions in the comments and
A couple people asked us to do that.
And we are just starting off, so a lot of things probably will definitely change along the way. We are learning things and stuff, so you can keep on sending your little, stuff. We are adhering to those things. Thank you. But what's up, ladies?
I'm good. I'm just, I'm in my, me, myself, and our Beyonce. Feeling that,
Okay,
the situation.
Well, I'm
Bitch,
always
we're gonna have
cool.
to fight about the Beyonce part.
Me, myself, and I. Oh my gosh, you can't. What's going on?
Well, what happened? We already started.
Mama.
It was a joke. Can y'all believe we on episode 4?
Episode 4. We have an amazing
That's
guest
angel
today.
numbers 444.
Angel numbers.
Yes.
Y'all, I don't be never knowing what this stuff means. Y'all gotta help me out.
Yeah, you have to explain that.
No, before you said so you were just going along with her.
No, I got that from Nicki Minaj's new album. Shout out to her.
444.
What? It's angel numbers.
I got that from that.
It is.
I thought it was 111.
No.
4?
Is it 4?
It's 1.
Bitch, she making shit up. She making shit up.
It's 444, right?
Yeah.
Audience, is it 444 or
They
111?
can't tell you. Oh,
Who's in the audience?
We ain't gonna know until this drop. That'll be a minute.
Yeah.
So how was your week?
My week was really good. I'm just, I just got back from Miami, so I was swimming in the dolphins and things.
Did you bring the new year in Miami?
Yeah, on the beachy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, how was your new year?
I spent it with my sister and my family. It was really good. I couldn't do a lot for Christmas because I was fighting the flu, so it felt good to get out and just move out that bed and stuff. And it was fucking awesome. It's always great with my family. So how was yours?
The flu is going around because, baby. Now, I partied down on New Year's.
I need the story.
I told you
because you
about
told
that
me.
jam jacket.
I partied on New Year's like I was
Keeps
like
our shit
1999. No, but I went out. I hadn't been out in a while. I don't know if y'all know the DJ, Victor Count. I'm stopped up because I was in the bed for like the last couple of days, but I'm healed and I'm here and I made it to be with my girls. But I wasn't gonna. Tabytha kept saying, "Ma, don't push it." I'm like, girl, I'm good. I started to feel like she didn't want me to be a part of it.
Oh, that is
Because
so
she's
nice.
always trying to get out and come into Brooklyn. She's a Bronx girl. So,
I'm just saying, it's a little deep
BX
for me
is
to come all the way down here, but I wouldn't be any place in the world on a Sunday with them with y'all. It's good.
But so I had fun or whatever, but I did pay for it. Everybody is getting sick, so y'all be careful out there because everybody is it wasn't really, I didn't have fever and all that type of stuff, but I was clogged up for blood, and then I was sleeping down, so or whatever. But yeah.
So what's good? What we talking about today?
Yeah, what's the topic at hand today? What's going on?
First of all, we got a nasty, nasty guest.
Yes. Oh my God, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
That excited for this guest because I've definitely watched her journey, and she is the woman of the hour, the year, the day, and all that. She did her thing in 2023.
Yeah, she definitely is.
So we'll tell y'all that in a minute. But so I was laying down. I was thinking what would be a good thing to talk about today, and what came to me was I thought that we should talk about, because we've had these conversations before. When did you discover your girl? When did you realize there was something different about you? Or, I didn't have the term trans back then. I didn't know how to identify with that language when I discovered it, but when did you discover that there was a girl inside of you?
Well, I'm so glad that you put it in those terms, because honestly, I knew earlier on that I was not different, but I always knew I was a girl, and no one can tell me anything different. So, you know, I never felt, and I think I said it on the first episode, I never felt different until I went outside of my grandmother's love, right? Because my grandmother never let me feel or tell me like I was different. Like, we knew the word. I come from a very spiritual church, but she loved me so much so that I was comfortable being me. Like, I used to walk around the house and dance and wear heels, and, you know, I was Charlie's Angels, and, you know, she never really, like, was mean towards me or made me feel like something was wrong with me. I've never known a woman, and like you said, we didn't have language back then, you know. So I just knew who I was, but I had to be safe in the world, so I kind of conformed to what everyone else said I was. And I tried all the things that they wanted me to do to be masculine, but it never felt like me. Like, it was just not who I was. And shouts to Katrina Garnes. She was my friend in school, and she kind of helped me get through school like that, like pretending to be my girlfriend. But she was a lesbian. So we kind of knew that about each other, and we kind of protected each other in school. You know, she really saved my life because I was able to go out and dance and be with other people because I assumed to present like a feminine queer person, you know, or just like a dude, and they were okay with that. But I never felt right. So I knew earlier on when I was a child exactly what I was. And thank God for my grandmother, may she rest in peace, like, because there were specific roles in our family, and the women stood in the kitchen on Sundays and cooked, and the men weren't allowed. But I was in there with my aunts and my aunties, and we splitting greens, and, you know, my brother and them out there were doing their thing, but I was always in the kitchen with the women. So it was like she knew. So that was like one of the most affirming memories that I have growing up. So I knew earlier on, yeah.
You know, it's so interesting when you talk, not to cut you off, but when you talk or you say something, I can always visualize it.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? It's always giving like book, like story, like, you know, it's like
it's
I
the
can
art
always,
of storytelling.
Yes.
Like, you have to, when we say things like control your narrative, what works for me is that I go back to that memory. And I don't think about what happened. I think about how it made me feel. Because those are the things that's going to stay with us the rest of our lives. Like, how something made you feel. You're going to always remember that. To everyone else, it looked like I was just in the kitchen. But to me, it felt safe. It felt like I was in the right body, in the right place, with the right people. You know, we had the little hot combs. Everybody straightening their hair, you know, grandma by the window with the iron, with the comb, and, you know, doing my sister Lorraine's hair, and I'm sitting there and we watching, you know, the little TV that we had in the kitchen. But it was good. It was Sunday. We was together. Just came from church. And that's where the women were. And that's why I met Sugar Mama, and I'll tell y'all about Sugar Mama
We know
later.
about her. You just saw her last time.
Yeah, Sugar Mama was the girl.
So before we get deep, I have to toast with my ladies for the new year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And we
wow,
definitely,
right.
you know,
We
like,
just
I
went
don't
We
right
know.
went
through
right
it.
in it. We
Oh
was
my
ready to
God.
talk.
Like, what's going on, ladies?
We was
I need-
excited to be here.
Bring
I
on
need
them
hockey
drinks.
towels. I need a
Yes.
drink. Yes.
Well, who is bringing us drinks today?
Who is the special guest today?
We got Corbin. We got this new, when I tell you this is the new American runway for the House of Maison Margiela.
Mason.
And of course he sits because he's in Margiela. So
Yes.
look out for him. He will be debuting very soon. What's
up?
up, Corbin?
What's up, nephew? What you feeling like today?
Thank you.
Oh, let me pass my sister hers.
Is this the Hennessy?
Oh, no, that's the
Y'all done
tequila,
scrambled
baby.
But hold on, but no, just take whatever.
No, baby, this is hers. I don't do
At
dogs.
least he got it right. Did the Margiela
No,
men
man.
get it right?
There you go.
Oh, she has my drink.
Yeah.
Wait, you
Oh.
have my
I
drink?
told you y'all
She
scrambled
was
up.
Hennessy.
Oh, you was about to be crazy over here.
I told y'all not to fill the drinks up. Somebody
that
told me.
one
I
was
seen your comment. The one
Right,
person
the
that told us
comment
not
said,
to
"Don't
the
fill it
drinks
up."
I listened. They did listen.
Yeah.
Just take a
Thank
a
you.
spot.
Is it still big?
Okay.
If it's been, I'm gonna just keep it.
one more switch.
Wait, no.
This is mine.
Oh my
This
God.
is definitely mine.
So aggressive. Oh yeah, that's
Thank
oh,
you.
she's not drinking. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
You tried to get me.
Who poured these drinks like this to this rim like this?
Okay.
But I want to say Happy New Year's to my amazing sisters, to this year, to success, to everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think.
Oh, see, this is why we can't have you
Happy New
just.
Year.
Is that the crazy?
No.
Bitch. They gonna read about them drinks.
And make sure you, comments, no shade.
They
people
cannot
that,
get the drink thing together, bitch. They be spilling them damn drinks, girl.
Fuck it.
We ain't even have a drink yet. We
That's
haven't.
the film
Just
queen
fuck
in
it.
Bitch,
you.
I'm starting
Just
to
fuck
sweat.
it. Just fuck it, guys. And at the end of the day, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Get in them comments, have conversations on the topics that we are having. Even though these are our opinions, we will love your opinions as well. And everything matters.
Thank you. So, when did you know that you were a girl?
So it's crazy because for me, it started when I was really, I didn't know what it was. I thought I was just in somebody's body. Like I thought I was looking out like, a turtle, they're inside of a shell. Like literally that's how I thought I was. I didn't know what it was because I didn't have no one to talk to about what was going on. I didn't see it in front of me. There was nothing to show what I was feeling like. Especially where I'm from, being from Long Island. I was raised in, I think even the gay men were hiding. So the gay men were hiding. So you didn't really get to see trans or anything, not even drag queens in where I lived. So I didn't see anything of who I was be expressive, feminine, like in a feminine energy. So I think I used to love Britney Spears. That was my girl. And I used to like get clothes from my mom or get like the bandanas and make them into clothes. I would make clothes and like something to wear, but I would put it in I had this teddy bear and I would hide it inside the teddy bear, but I would put it on and lock the door when my mother went to work or something. And I would get dressed up, or I would look in the mirror and look at my butt and see if it was big. I would do little stuff like that, but I always considered myself. I never considered myself as a male. I never looked. I didn't know what I was. I just thought something was different than what people were. I just figured something was wrong.
I definitely get you. What about you?
For me, so, I was brought up in the church. Like, I grew up in the church and stuff. So, you already have this self-hatred. Like, it's taught, homosexuality is wrong and stuff. So, me not knowing how to, I fought against anything feminine because that's everything that people said about me. Except behind closed doors, I was playing in clothes and putting on heels and stuff like that. But people would call me gay, and I would be like, I'm not gay. Just like that. And they'd be like, girl. You know what I'm saying? So it was so much harder for me to give the masculinity, whatever the toxic masculinity and masculinity was taught. I remember the guys around our block, like, just beating us in our chest, like, to make us more masculine.
I hated that.
And stuff like that. Like, they would do those things. It was just easier for me to always, like, looking back, in hindsight, I was like, oh, I was definitely a little girl. Like, I wanted to play with the Barbie dolls. I hid behind the building playing double dutch. I would go to my godmother's house who was allowed me to be myself, and I always wanted to play house and play in the girls' hair and all that stuff. But outside to society, because I was acting and all those type of things, I was trying to be this male. It wasn't until... The funny thing is, my first play is I was playing a drags, but nobody knew. I would snatch my wig off at the end. And I had dressed up prior to that in like 8th grade. But as I was doing that, it was like so like me too. And then even in ballroom, I was dressing up and stuff, and I still was fighting the girl inside of me because I didn't know what was on the other side of trans, because I didn't have a lot of girls at that time. They were STEM. So we didn't have role models who were like in the industry or acting and stuff. We didn't know that they was the girls. Yeah. So I didn't know what that was like because I didn't see the representation of the type of girl that I wanted to be until I was like really in the scene. And then that's when I transitioned later on. I was into my 20s. And it was like, I started getting depressed because I started being one of those people who now they consider, they and them and stuff. I realize that now because I would wear the long hair as a oi bug. And I would, you know what I'm saying? Like, I started doing those things. I was looking back, bitch, I was like, I was late. To me, I was like, because I was this real feminine, like, I didn't know, people didn't know what to call me. Like, they were calling me ma'am, and I wasn't even trans yet. So I felt like I didn't have a choice. Nobody would have even took me serious as a male, like, at that point. And that's when I was like, she's here.
So did you like, in school, did everybody, like, do, like the art, the theater class? Or
I was definitely in theater.
I did it too. Like I was in the like in the chorus.
I was in choir.
Because we used to do plays and stuff, and I got to be other than myself. Did you do that as well?
Yeah, actually, no, I wasn't in the choir, but I always liked to hang with the bad bitches. That was me. Like I was hanging with the bad bitches. I was in the mix, like that type of set. Did you get life for that? Like I got like some people made it like I was dating the pretty girls, and I did date pretty girls. Everybody knew something was wrong with me. I just didn't understand what was going on.
But why do you say something was wrong? Nothing was wrong with you.
Nothing was wrong, but something was. I was walking in the wrong body, so something was wrong for me. Like I'm talking about for me, it was.
Okay.
That is something wrong.
So did y'all? Because you know how people always confuse gender with sex, like So was y'all like? So because
so gender identity is how you feel about yourself. It's who you are. It's your
I wasn't
identity.
asking, but that's good. You can explain.
No, I'm just explaining to people, like, because when you say that, a lot of people don't. Kind of cross up, sexual preference and sexual orientation with gender identity.
Because I didn't start out having sex with guys.
Oh.
I didn't. And then they be gagging. People be thinking that just because you trans, like, it was like, oh, you just wanted to be with a man, or they confuse it with being gay. And that's why it was so hard for me to relate with being gay. That is my
narrative, though.
What?
I've never known a woman.
Oh, the first person I had sex with, she was a woman, and she was a little older than me, too.
You're so nasty.
Oh, my God. The thing was, for me, I was like, I'm turning it because y'all calling me gay. Like, so I was like, in my head, it was like, I was having my cousin's friend's fiance. Like, I think I was being like, I don't know if it was that, I guess that was statutory rape. Like, and because with the males, it's such
You're gagging, right?
It was some tease. I can't believe I went into
Sorry,
all that.
guys.
I don't know if I've ever
Hopefully
told
that doesn't offend anybody, guys. Yeah.
What happened?
What?
Yeah, I started getting real deep.
Oh, you like? Oh no, we can't say that.
She got deep.
You can say that. Shit happens.
That went deep.
You was like, okay, bleep that out.
But at that time, it was a double standard because I was male presenting. Because I was male presenting, that was looked as they would reward that me being 14 sleeping with a 20-year-old woman.
Then most people would say it's statutory rape, which is why that they said during that time rape culture was like socially accepted. If you were an elder messing with someone who were young, you were kind of like that person. If you were a dude and you had all these young girls around you, like it was kind of like the thing.
Yeah, they did. It was
and it's bad to say, but that's how it was, and that is the language that people use. There is a thing that when it was people assumed like rape culture is real, it existed. People normalized that behavior.
But I was unbothered. Like,
y'all
I wasn't
are just
bothered.
getting deep. You're scared to touch them. You think the people are going to be?
No, I'm not scared to touch
that.
That's
just
like, it's not that. It's just for me. That's something that definitely I'm not going to tap into that.
Okay, well, whatever you feel comfortable doing, sis.
Mm-hmm. But you get it,
I
right?
felt like letting it out.
No, I'm here for you. Like I'm here.
I feel
I love. Like I feel like I definitely feel like. That's a deep topic, and I love that.
It is. I mean, there's layers to it, but being that she went there, because I'm a little bit older than her. Well, no.
She's like a few months.
A few months.
Oh, my gosh.
But
and
the thing that,
she said
what? She says too much? What did you say?
That's your mother.
That is my mother.
She's trying it.
No, see, she always. See, did you do anything before we came on?
No,
Like
that's not
what?
my MO.
Okay, great.
It's
Oh,
definitely
let's not do
yours.
that. What if she did?
Yeah.
Yes, like what if I
Girl.
did?
I just,
Are you?
We got the snitches in the building, bitch.
Oh my God, baby, I could never.
Okay.
Don't throw words like that around with me.
That's what you
Okay,
call
let's not do that.
gaslighting.
But let me finish that up real quick because I feel like that made y'all uncomfortable or something.
It didn't. No, it
I
didn't.
feel like
You
it
know,
did
that
a
was a
little.
topic for
It
me
triggered.
I wouldn't say a trigger because I didn't react. That was just something I know that I wasn't ready to talk about.
Okay.
So I didn't I'm here to support you and
Thank
what
you.
but I'm not ready to indulge in that type of conversation.
That's
Yeah. That's all.
All right, so we'll scrap it.
No, you don't have to scrap it. I'm here for it. I'm just not indulging in it.
For
I'm
me,
here
you
for
know, I like with
That's
me.
a deep. That's Did you want me to sit and talk to you about it?
Sweetie, stop playing with me, okay?
Oh, what?
Attack of the.
Bitch, y'all
She went back to
y'all wanna
R&B.
go to y'all wanna bring the guest in now.
Not yet.
Not yet. Y'all get bitch. Girl, I'm getting hot. Bitch.
Yeah, I'm getting hot.
It's about-
That's because y'all sitting up
Give me
in here
the-
sipping. I told y'all to get
She's
it.
Oh,
judging,
girl,
but let
today
me.
she
She's
just not
judging
about
and
to
she's
drink.
exposing
She's judging.
everything.
Exactly.
What did you do before we started?
Oh,
Okay, and she's fasting.
I am.
Shout
I
out to
broke my
Sanaya.
fast.
Oh. The girls are getting catty. Let's
See,
back up
this
back.
is what I mean.
Mind you, she
right?
did a prayer.
I wanted to say something on
That like this really kind of like went in so many different directions.
It
with that
did.
It
one
can.
episode.
It can. It's not bad. It's
and,
just
and,
for,
and
to
I
me to
just
be having
because
honest
I
moment
kind
with
of want to
y'all.
bring it back to like the joy of understanding who we were earlier on. Like I kind of
Yeah.
want to take it back
Yeah, thank
to
you.
that place, you know, and I don't want to move forward without bringing it back to that place. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because when you were talking about like the rites of passage that people did back then, punch you in your chest and, you being on the block with the people, it kind of felt like a rites of passage. You know, you was
used to
down with the
turn
get
us.
down.
That's cool. I
You
feel like
know?
that's oppression.
They used
It
to turn
is,
it. It's
but, like,
oppression.
listen,
It's
it's
I feel
abuse.
like that has to deal with. I feel like that really
bullying.
has to deal with this whole mindset of what they went through in slavery. So you want to pass it down, and you have to literally be this exact way for them to understand that they can accept who you are. So when you live differently in front of them, it confuses them to me.
Right.
And I feel like when you confuse people, especially individuals who were like taught to be this way, they judge it, they attack it, and we see what happens. I wouldn't say I never, because I hung with some like the pretty girls in my area, I never had issues when it comes to, because I didn't know, I lost my virginity at 18. And it was but to be honest with you, I'm attracted to females still.
You are?
Like, yeah, like, but masculinity.
Masculinity, me too. See, that's what it is for me. It's masculinity. It's not the person. Like,
I like
I'm just
people that
attracted
look
to
good.
masculine
It's not
energy.
really, it's like I like people that look good, whether
I'm not judging.
Yeah.
You
I just want y'all to
can't.
know.
No, of course not.
Girl.
No, I'm just. It's not. I'm
But
just
do
saying
you
because
think
I'm
some of
like,
that-
oh,
She said you can't.
no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, oh, because like I would have never like, and that's why it's important when we
I
talk
don't know
about.
if I could be with a female. Like,
But see,
I'm
but
just
this
saying,
is
but-
why-
That's my no, literally
Okay.
that is literally where I'm at. Like I be asked because I was in a club one day and I was at the bar and I was in Atlanta. Shout out to the A. I was in Atlanta and this beautiful girl, but she was so masculine. It was
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she was pouring me a drink and she was like, "Here, take a shot." She was just living for me. I was living for her, and it was just giving that. And I was like, "Wow, can I really do this?"
See, I've done that too, but I don't know how far that's gonna go. Now I could be
That's
with, I
all
could
right.
do trans men. I am kind of open to all, a little light. I've been with trans men. I've never been with a stud, like outside of like that type of thing happening, because I don't know how it would be like continuously.
Yeah.
Like, but I am to the point where I'm a little more open-minded because I'm older, bitch. As long as you take care of me and love me, I love you. But,
So this is what goes back to like what we were saying about identity versus with
Yeah.
sexual orientation, and how people can't always assume that by someone's identity that their sexual orientation reflects that.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like a lot of people probably didn't know that. So thank you both for being like vulnerable to say what you like, because it teaches the audience that we are all femme queens, we're all trans women, but our sexual orientation is different. I consider myself heterosexual. Like I'm married to one man. I've never known a woman. So, you know, I don't even think about those things. I'm so sorry. She's falling out.
Okay, at this point, bitch,
I want
we
to ask
gotta
you a
bring-
question.
But why you key like
no,
that?
no.
But wait a minute. But why you key like that?
Because she was like,
Girl,
she
can we
said,
get-
no, let me tell you what she did. She said, I'm heterosexual. She was just like,
She was giving us
Yeah, she
vibes,
was
bitch.
giving
I
us
don't know about
vibes.
y'all, but
I'm just saying.
I was just gonna take
That's
a step.
projection. No, but I'm just saying that's why it's so important to not do that.
Do what?
When people mistake your sexual orientation and for your
Exactly.
gender
But
identity,
I feel like,
you know,
but that's the world. At the end of the day, fuck it. Fuck them. Like, I really don't.
Okay.
Do what you want to do. Live your life.
Open to all.
Be outside of the box. Like, I already walked outside my closet, so I'm not being shoved in no box.
Bitch, you say-
let's
Yeah.
go.
Like,
Coming out
but
the
I
box.
live for that.
I wanna, cause I looked at the amazing topic you brought about, and you were saying support. How was the support within your family?
Oh, great question.
Mine was so supportive. Like, I was very selfish in my transition though, bitch. I showed up to Thanksgiving like, I'm here. Like, it was like,
See, I
but I
couldn't
had
do
my
that.
mother and my grandmother. So before I did it, like I called my mother and my grandmother. I had to give their approval. Like, I cried on the phone with my grandmother and stuff. My grandmother was like, did you do your research? Did you find out what the hormones do to your body? Like, that's right who my nana was. My mother was like, just don't be no tack. I was like, what she said, you better be like, as long as you better look good if you're going to do it. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, I'm going to come home on
What is
Thanksgiving.
attacked?
Attack.
What's that?
Like, that's what they call, like, I guess bum bitches. No, just like, don't
I don't know what that is. No,
Attack. It's like it's a word back in the day. It's like, what the chicks that don't look good. Like a bum bitch.
Wait, what is it called?
A
Attack?
bum bitch. Attack.
Oh, she's attacking. Oh, so,
Like tacky, like tacky.
Can you imagine what? If I know the girls from back in the day were saying shit, and you didn't even know. She was like, she's attacking. You don't even know what they're saying. The
Bitch, she said
girls
don't be
were
attacked.
fierce. When I tell you they were so
They
fierce,
were
back in the-
fierce with y'all. I was like, I'm coming home for
What about you,
Thanksgiving.
sister?
So,
I wouldn't say, it's different because there were some family members who were very supportive. Like I said, I mentioned my grandmother, my twin, of course. It took my sisters a lot longer to come around, but I had to move away from my family, not just, and this is prior to incarceration. I had to move away because I couldn't be myself with them because they were, my family is very faith-based and there are specific gender roles in my family. And, I could not fit the mold, and my grandmother, she knew that I would eventually go, right? Once I came to New York and I saw Christopher Street and I started to be around the girls, I knew that I can transition. There was some place for me. Just so happens that I ended up making wrong decisions and, sex working, not that that's a wrong decision, but, I ended up starting to hang on a stroll. I started to do drugs. I was very uncomfortable in my life because I never could be me and be fully me. So I kind of numbed the pain. Because I couldn't go home like that. So I would come to New York, dress up, make my money, go home
How old was you?
rich.
How old were you, sir? How old were you?
I would say I was around 19, 18 years old when I first came out. I was around 94, 95. I started to hang out in Christopher Street, down there on Gansevoort, and the show kind of facilitated my transition because it was the time when I can dress up as me and be with the girls. And then, of course, I would get introduced to ballroom, and the rest is history. I mean, you guys will have to see the strolls to see that story.
Shout out to the documentary.
if the
But,
show don't give me no money, I'm not shouting it out. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, what you say? Wait,
I've made my money, sweetie.
I'm just kidding.
I've made my money.
You know I'm very supportive. Go watch the troll.
So.
I ain't gonna get too deep in it, but I'm definitely gonna be honest. So God kind of saved me when it comes to I didn't have to transition home. Because like I told you before prior episodes that because I was outside at 14, so I was able to live how I wanted to live with I didn't need any approval. Oh, you can do this in my house. I didn't really care, like, because I was already gagging, like, changing life. I was 14, so it's like I'm just doing me. And if you want to be in my life, you have to be respectful. If you don't, you just won't be in my life. I didn't care because I didn't live with my parents at that time, because when the system took me out of me, me and my sister out of my home, it was more of, yeah, I'm here now, so I'm here now. And once I started to like really, my story just developed in a way where I lived how I wanted to live and didn't care. And but
And
the
this was
funny
at the
thing,
age of 14?
yeah. I didn't
Where
start. I didn't
were
start
you,
to,
in Atlanta or here?
No, New York. I'm
Atlanta.
in New York.
She's
No,
from New
I'm from
York.
New York. But it
No,
was.
but she had mentioned Atlanta earlier. That's
Atlanta.
why.
Oh,
like
when I was talking about the,
the
female. But that was last year. That was 2021.
Yeah,
I was getting mixed with the cunts. No, I'm here. No, but I mean, I'm sorry.
we told them what cunts mean.
No, because baby, it goes crazy. But yeah, I was 14 in Long Island, and being what I went through at the age that I was at, and not being able to live at home. My mom, to be honest, it was no approval I needed. I didn't need someone to say, you can do this, you can, and you can. My mother did try little things, like, little stuff to do to kind of gag me, but it was like, I'm a Leo, so y'all know, like, I don't care. I was paying my own bills. I was on the stroll. I was doing my own thing. So I was doing, I lived in my truth.
Wow. Isn't this so interesting? Like, the different stories and what a lot of us had to go through in our background. And speaking of that, I would love for our guest to be able to get in on that question. I would love to hear what her background story is and when she realized these things. And like I said earlier, I'm very excited to speak to this guest. Her year was phenomenal. She is a newly crowned icon in the ballroom scene. She is one of the girls that you cannot speak about when you speak about the category Femme Queen Face. Not only Femme Queen Face, the bitch is Femme Queen Sex Siren. She won
Best Dress.
$4,000 for Sex Siren at the coldest winter, and then the bitch came back and shut the fucking ball down for the 10K for Face. She came like there was nobody else in the building, and I live for all that. So I want to bring none other than the overall mother of the House of Gorgeous Gucci.
Yeah.
Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. Lola.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, what's up, Lola?
Welcome.
Icon is here.
Okay.
Congratulations.
I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you for being such a good
to
sport.
come and speak to my girls. I'm so excited for what's gonna happen today, and
We about to turn up.
We're about to have a good time.
But you look good.
thank you so much.
That you're saying, bitch.
Of
Thank you. Thank
I
you
am
for being
sitting.
Thank you. Thank you for being so patient. Well, as you know, we on Femme Queen time.
Yeah.
If we say 1, come at 3.
But that doesn't go for
Don't
everybody.
be like that. No, because we're gonna
We gonna
little
get better
technical
at that.
difficulties this time. Don't be like that. We are normally on time.
She said, I'm punctual. I was here.
But I want to get into, I want to get back into, I want to give you that question that was asked about us. How was it in the beginning for you, coming out as trans, or just knowing what you were, knowing what was going on? How did the beginning stages happen for you?
Well, For a long time, I didn't know who I was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I come from a small Caribbean island, and it's very conservative over there because the resources are not as prominent like America.
Yeah.
So, and I come from a religious background. I'm a Christian, so I went to like Christian school and everything. And as you said before, you know, it's very hard to be yourself in an environment where they constantly tell you that you're not worthy of being loved, you know?
Yeah.
So for a long time, I knew I was always effeminate. I was always drawn to feminine things. I would play my mom's makeup, like her shoes. I would take like this thing called a pareo, which is basically like a cover-up when you go to the beach. Because I'm a Caribbean girl, so we always go to the beach. And I used to make that into a dress.
You put it over your, oh, that's how I did my towels in gym class.
And the thing about it is that it's very flowy. So if it's a little breeze, it just goes flowing. And you just
You feeling like a...
oh my God, it was some of the best memories of my childhood, you know. But my mom, I think my mom always knew I was gonna be gay, you know. And she had a gay friend that was around my mother, my godmother, and everything. That was like the gay best friend that they had. And I remember he used to always walk in a thong. Right?
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh my God, I want that to be me. So I used to steal my mom's thongs.
Oh my God.
And I remember, well, that's later on in life, like elementary. I used to steal my mom's thongs and I used to wear it and I used to have it really high up so like when I sit down, like the boys could see from the back. But really the thing that made me realize I like guys is my first day of school. I was 6 years old. I got caught in the bathroom grinding on another boy.
At what age?
And it's 6 years old, and I got expelled from school for one day. And I think that's when my mom realized that I was like different and obviously gay, you know. But growing up in the Caribbean islands, it was very hard because I grew up with women. I don't know my father, and I really never had like a masculine figure in my life. And I think that whatever like masculine figure, like my uncles or my grandfather was in my life, they basically like shove toxic masculine inside me. You know what I mean? Like my uncles were very macho and like they used to tease me and everything. And of course it hurt me, but I was a kid, you know, you don't really know no better. You don't know that there's more in this world than just what you know.
Right.
You know? So I grew up very shy, timid. I was always a respectful kid. I wanted love so much that I would go to people's house and clean their house. That's the type of like love that I want. I wanted to be appreciated for just being there or just doing something nice for someone because I always wanted that love. And, you know, me and my mom in the beginning wasn't the best relationship because, you know, throughout my childhood, I found out that I was gonna be given up for adoption through someone else.
How'd you find that out?
So throughout the summers, my godmother, her family owned this hotel in the south of the island, and every summer I would go and spend time there. And her grandmother was talking to her maid about my life, and I happened to be in the hallway, and I was listening to the conversation. The same maid that she was talking about me is the same maid that tried to prey on me. Like, he was a predator, you know? And, you know, I was very intrigued because I always thought of myself as this girl, but, like, never actually, like, mentally, like, say, oh, I'm a girl. I just felt drawn to feminine things, right? I always loved, like, thongs and, like, heels and, like, makeup and hair. I was drawn to that, but I didn't know how to like say that that's what I wanted to be, because I was still kind of figuring out myself in a world where like I'm looked down upon, right? So I grew up as a, you know, it's funny when I came to America, I see a big difference in my childhood and me living in America, because in my country, you know, racism is not, there's no racism like in my country, because it's mostly black, right? And I was like the light person, so I was always the outcast, right?
You felt the opposite of
I felt the
colorism.
opposite, exactly. So it was very hard for me to make connections, because not only I was feminine, and people would be confused, like, is that a girl, is that a guy? Because I've always had like really feminine legs, and I never really grew hair on my face, on my body, barely, you know? So even for that, me thinking about like, damn, like at a certain point in my life, I was like, I want to be more masculine, but it just wasn't happening.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
can
mean?
identify.
I can understand that.
I think that my mom realized that I was like depressed, and I was always like closed in, and you know, I went through therapy. I used to be bad because I used to steal stuff to share it with people so I could be loved, right? And so, you know, you don't realize it, but a lot of times when kids act bad, is because they need that attention, and they yearn that love that they want, but they don't know how to express it, you know, without feeling like it's an obligation, right? And, you know, I lived in a world where I was like a single child until I was 10, until my sister was born, and it was very hard. You know, I felt very alienated. How do you say that word?
Alienated.
Alienated, and, you know, I just was really, really kind. I was really, really kind.
We can tell you were kind.
But
Go ahead.
to finish, when I moved to New York, I was 15 years old, right? And I remember my first job was lifeguarding. And that's when
God, and me too. I was a junior lifeguard. Shut up.
and
What?
that's where I met
And yeah, I'm from Mount Vernon.
I was in Jersey.
I'm from Westchester. We had pools and stuff.
Oh,
And I remember the
We had
first
the
gay guy that I
wives.
ever met was
I'm from the
during
mod
training,
guys.
right? And that guy took me to the village, right? And so the first day I went to the village was when I met Veronica.
Oh, you did?
But
Veronica
before we get
Muglia?
there, I want to ask you. I want to go into that. So
Let's
my
sneak into the village.
my question is, how did you tap into ballroom? Because I remember I saw you at the Blahnik practice for our Grand March.
Actually,
That's
I
where
remember
met you.
exactly how it happened. So I met Veronica that night, and I remember they did a prank on me. It was her, Madison, Christina, and like Bebo, and a bunch of other kids, and they called the cops, and they said that I had a gun, and it was around
What?
West 4th.
wow.
And they called the cops, and they all dispersed in different places, and I was just there like, what's going on? And then the cops was coming, literally. So
Veronica,
What?
and
It was
y'all,
a
that's
prank,
not
but-
a prank,
So
bitch.
fierce.
Veronica, legendary. Is that
That's
legendary
not how we do.
Veronica?
yeah, legendary
Oh my gosh,
Veronica.
my
But
sister.
Veronica is the only one that came back to get me.
Like
Yes.
right before, or did
Like
the
right
cops get
before,
out?
because they were like laughing at it, but like she didn't actually like make me get locked up.
No.
But it was funny, and it was during that same time
so not.
we went.
That's New York. That's how New York is.
That is
Damn.
so
Having a good time.
fierce.
We be having a good time.
And I remember we went to the
Yeah.
pier after that, and I remember dating came up to me and was like, "Bitch, you gotta be a blondie. Bitch, you gotta be a blondie. Bitch, you're cunt." And he introduced me to you, and your name was Diamond and Erica.
Which Erica?
Erica,
Erica
Levin.
Levin.
And I remember I didn't know nothing about houses. I just seen the kids Vogue, and like it just felt
Yes, the
like
Christopher Street
so
story.
inclusive and so like inviting, and like I just felt like, oh my God, I'm making friends. Like people see me for who I am, so it was very exciting for me. And I remember I joined the House of Blahnik, and then I was Victoria at the time, Victoria Blahnik, and I learned a lot from Diamond. You know, I used to look at Diamond like, wow, You know,
We was.
you. Oh my
God! Everybody is always connected to
I think that
I wasn't on. I wasn't.
you was on hormones, but you had silicone tits. I remember.
No, I never had silicone in my body.
No, like breasts, like silicone breasts.
And
Like,
it begins.
You had like little
hormone breasts.
Yeah, like
She probably had hormone
wait.
breasts.
Let's not put that in the air. I was never had any silicone in these.
Hormone breasts.
No, these were
Probably
all
with
my
your
hormones.
hormones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were so big.
Okay, I'm
so
sorry.
maybe
Yeah.
that's no, of course not. They were they were big. So, but they were hormones.
At the time, I didn't know that you were trans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, I
Because she
didn't
was the
know.
uncaga.
Yeah, I just thought that she
No,
was
but
a
that's
client.
what I was walking. I was
working
very bare, like bare anything. I didn't wear makeup.
We all started,
lashes.
back then it was given. You can't put you don't wear no makeup on your face.
No.
We put the black liner around
didn't
the
know what
lip
a lash was.
with some Vaseline
I
on
was
top.
so
but-
oblivious that I didn't know that you were trans. You know what I mean? I just thought that you were a girl.
Got
Yeah.
you.
You know?
That's
I get
And
what
it's
you're
not
saying.
Until I went to the clubhouse on 125th Street, right? And I had skipped school that night to go to that ball. And that's the first time I seen Barbie Mizrahi.
Oh, Barbie.
And I remember it's a vivid image
Rest in peace,
in my
Barbie.
head. She had Uggs, a jean, and a wife beater tank top. She came out the stairs and she started shaking her tits, and everybody was so mesmerized by her, and everybody was looking at her. Everybody was stuck. And little Trey Lore at the time was my gay father with George
From LA.
Straight to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out.
And he whispered to me in my ear, and he was like, "You know that's you, right?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he said,
Work, Butch
"She was
Queen.
born like you."
Like Butch Queen.
And that is when a light bulb clicked in my head.
It's always a light bulb. It's always
And
one
that's
girl
when
that
I
give you that
knew-
light bulb.
Who I was.
Yeah.
Like, I had a definition of who I was. Because for so long, I didn't know.
Nobody was given.
Because I felt so feminine, but, like, I also felt uncomfortable around gay guys because, like, I wasn't
It wasn't really that.
masculine.
Wait, so when I saw you at in the village and I saw you at the blinding practice, you weren't trans? Like you didn't? Wow, you were really like you were. I thought you were like.
No, I was.
You could tell she came
Well,
in
you
like.
'cause I remember you had
her.
orange hair, right? It was real. Your hair, real natural hair is
was
orange.
reddish.
And I
Yes,
was like, oh my gosh,
it
she's
was
so. I was
reddish.
like, who is that? Because you just popped up at the practice, and I was just like, yes, I was going up. Like I was going up for that.
She came to
So
Atlanta.
what
I saw
happened was, I
Barbie.
think that during that time of like going to the village and experiencing like the gay world and like gay people just being extravagant and loud and everything.
Everybody got a Christopher Street story.
I was saying
I was
that.
You know what I
sneaking out
love?
there.
You know what I
Christopher
love
Street
about
story
our beginning?
because
You know what I
that's where
love
it all
about
started.
this generation and before is that we just came outside as we naturally were.
Right, yeah.
And the
Right.
girls were so real. Like it was
was.
like because I literally when I seen her and she was like she
It
didn't
was
even
a
know who she was
different type
until
of-
the clubhouse.
but
That was
here's the
after
thing.
and all of us. Like when I first those are just hormones. And the funny thing is that was a push up. I think it wasn't even on hormones then.
That's what I'm saying. Like you
I
had
wasn't
tits.
on home.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
know if
no,
were
they
silicone, but
wasn't. No, they
was tits in
wasn't.
there.
No, they wasn't tits. I was just pushed up. Like
Yeah.
champagne taught
Without
me the trick.
hormone?
Yes, champagne taught me the trick. Push that bitch up. Like push your skin up. It was always.
Ooh,
push it up.
Jesus, that
Yes,
must've
you
been-
push your skin up and you
See,
you
but
know you put the tape
things
under.
we used to go through to actually be in our authentic bodies, and everybody
just
has
over.
like a Christopher Street story. It's like
Yes.
when you go, it's like the gates
My first
open.
boyfriend was from Christopher
The light.
Street.
Okay, I was
All
a
of
single
us.
too.
Bitch,
I used to drive from Mount Vernon. It was Detroit. What's his name, bitch?
Oh, you know.
No,
Wait, what's his name? Yeah, what's his
we
name?
probably all bumped to the same goddamn one
like
down
those
there,
are the
bitch.
fat bitches.
Yeah, I was like
boys.
That's what
18,
it is.
19
I'm
sneaking
offended.
down
What was
there.
his
I had
name?
him already.
What was
Yes.
his name?
No, they
What
were-
was his name?
No, we're not giving them
No,
no
it
lies.
wasn't
bitch.
giving that.
I couldn't
No,
tell
we-
you
No,
because
but
I really don't
No,
remember.
I was
It
the
was like
cuntiest
no.
butch
It was like
queen
a
with
three-day
the
break.
drinks.
It like
It was
that.
somebody
The
who was always down there.
The trade, I would say the TS lovers back in the day were not like that. They stuck to 2 to 3 girls. They didn't wrap around the block and talk
No,
to
yeah,
every
you
single
could get
body.
like you could right, but there was boys down there even
And he
before
was
your femme
infamous.
queen,
And he was
even
infamous.
before
They would
your
get you
femme queen days when you was
tatted.
the cunty BQ.
Yeah, that's the
they
thing.
used to love the cunty BQs,
Yes, 'cause
and
they
I
felt
used
like
to
a
be
trade.
pumping
Not
down
my
there
boys.
from Mount Vernon to get in my grandmother's car. And then
Not
you
my boys.
Yeah, well, you went straight into your girl. You like the hood. Well, you like a different type of boy than I was.
No, that's
going
not
for.
true. That is not
No,
true.
I've seen the boys. I walked through the city with you, girl. Girl, I circled the block with you, girl. She like, oh, girl, look that over there. I was like, what? I don't know.
Oh, you remember?
Yeah, she's talking about.
We did
No, you
circle
see
the
them. I was
block.
like, duh, I don't like them types. I did
No,
all
she,
that.
but
I did all
Asia,
that.
no, but she do though.
I
Honestly,
like good-looking people.
Remember,
Like,
I was scared
get
Boots and
betrayed.
Asia was like, talk to him, he bad. She was
What type of guys do you like? Because you was just on a dating show. What was the show?
I was gonna- that was
What
my
the
question.
My bad. Exes on the beach.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Since we're going there,
Okay.
how was it being an official cast member of MTV's X on the Beach?
Oh, did they know you was trans?
They did.
Okay, work and talk about that. Speak to
Yeah.
that experience about that too. I'll be a minute.
So, it just so happened that I was going through a rough patch in my relationship, and the opportunity arose, and I sent my application, and then they sent me back an email, and they said that he asked to send his application, and then within 2 months we were doing interviews, like I think 5 different interviews, and then I didn't know that I was going on the show until like literally like the last day of like, okay, you're booked.
Really?
Yeah, it was very, it was very like nerve-wracking and stressful because it's like you constantly have to do these interviews about your life and how you are as a couple and everything, and it was almost like we were like exaggerating, you know, but we definitely had issues in our relationship. And the reason why I went on X on the Beach, because when I was in a relationship with my ex, we had a lot of trust issues. Well, he had a lot of trust issues from his past relationship, right?
Was you his first woman trans?
I wasn't his first trans, but I was his first relationship, a first trans relationship.
Okay.
Well, yeah, like so. And before he got with me, a year before, he was with his girlfriend, his high school sweetheart, for 8 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
is she coming back around?
I don't know.
No, just kidding.
But so we went on the show, you know, and it was very hard. It was very hard. It was exciting because it's a new experience, a new opportunity, and I always wanted to be like a reality star because of watching like Real World and Jersey Shore and stuff like that, you know. And
I can see that for you.
I just always wanted to
Explore
showcase
the world.
who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I wanted to be an example. You know?
Yeah.
I wanted to be that person that comes from a small Caribbean island and making it in a big city. You know, I always had like those dreams of like making it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And when we went on the show, it was rough. You know, as soon as we landed on in the island, because it was recorded at the Gran Canary Islands in Spain, off the coast of Western Sahara. They took our phones, they took our credit cards, everything. And then they separated us in a hotel room because during that time it was still kind of COVID regulations. And so for a week, I was literally stuck in a room. I couldn't come out my room. I couldn't do anything.
Was you stuck with him?
No. They do that on purpose. They separate you to build a tension so that when you get back into the house, you have so much shit to talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you ready.
And it was the first X on the Beach couple editions, because usually it's just you're single, right?
Yeah.
Your ex come on the show and your other ex come on the show and you trying to figure out who you want to be with. But this time it's like a couple with both exes, either or, that could come in the house. So you don't exactly know who's coming in the house, right?
Yeah.
And I really wanted his ex to come on because like I feel like she knew so much about him that I wanted to like figure out like, is it me or is it him that's not like understanding each other, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I was completely blindsided. Like completely. I went in with my whole heart. And that's why I was so emotional and that's why I was so erratic. My behavior was so erratic. And you know, when someone takes everything from you and only allow you to have like one drink, because they don't have alcohol on the show.
Oh, they don't? Most shows, they give you like alcohol.
Weed,
want
no
you to turn
alcohol,
up.
no nothing. You're literally there with no music and you just got to be there and interact with each other because they have to get the footage and the content, right? And so the minute that they gave us alcohol, it hit faster.
Because you had it. No drink.
It hit faster, you know what I mean? And on top of that, with all the emotions, and
Everything was going on.
everybody's kissing each other, and I'm just like, where my nigga at? And then he's giving me, he don't want to kiss me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh,
Wait,
no.
Okay, so I want to get into that.
Right,
Like, being that you're talking about your relationships and you were in an infamous relationship and you were on the show, how was that being that y'all were really going through real life issues and you're on the show? How was that? Did you feel like...
Especially him not wanting to kiss you, bitch.
You're
What?
like, what?
Yeah,
You know,
nobody
Phil was
else
going to smack
kissing
you.
that
You're
pussy.
So the crazy part is, that's why I felt really crazy on the show, because I know this man to be very, like, affectionate and on point with my emotions. Like, I could literally look down and he already know how I'm feeling, how I'm thinking and everything.
So he was trying it.
So he was, because he completely pushed himself away, because people don't understand that besides what the viewers see, it was other things happening in the background. I didn't know he was cheating on me the whole summer before we got on the show.
Jesus.
Oh, bitch, fuck him. Let's not give him no
Yeah,
more
I'm
life.
not-
Let's lighten the
moving
load.
on.
Yeah,
Let's lighten the load.
Yes, I'm
Bitch.
sorry.
Tell me how
Fuck
you
yeah.
felt when you
Yeah.
won that
Yeah.
goddamn 10K.
Yeah,
And I'm fucking glad I fucking
Okay.
told him to go the fuck home.
Go home.
you nasty queen. Let me stop doing that. So I want us to get into ballroom. Let's
Yo,
tap
you
into
are too
ballroom.
much.
Please, let's do that.
tap in.
Y'all don't know. I don't party with this lady.
Okay.
Like I've known
What
her
type
since
of
she was
partying
young.
did you do?
A lot of partying. The girl never tells.
Ooh.
One time, we was in a club before we go to. I don't really cut it off. I had to tell a story because this is how people don't remember these like significant moments and stuff or whatever when you build relationships. But you know, we used to party in the same circuits in the straight scene and stuff too. And so I would always know that she would be there. So one night I was tripping and I was annoyed and I kept saying, I think this guy's clocking my team.
Because of me?
No, I was saying that about myself.
Oh, really?
And you was like, girl, who cares? If the T-girls ain't in the building, it's no fun. Bitch, like, she was like, she made me feel so comfortable. She was like, girl, pay it. Girl, they know. She was like, I know the guy. He loves that we're in here. Remember that little after hours?
That's one thing about the straight scene is that
They
I
like
built a
to be girl.
reputation that people knew that I was trans, but I was so respectable because I had a guy friend that everybody loved, right? His name is London, and he was this flamboyant straight guy, like wearing pig pants, flower
they was
shirts,
like
silk
that in the
shade, blonde hair, and everybody would think that he's gay, but he's the straightest guy ever. And when I first met him, he gave me shade boots, like, and then we got introduced from other people, and then we clicked, and he became my big brother in a scene, right? And people started respecting me off the strength of him and how he treated me, you know what I mean? And I just remember the guys telling me like, oh, I know who you are, but I respect you, you're beautiful, this and this and that. And it just made me feel comfortable. I would literally go to places and guys would literally open the door for me.
Yeah, but bitch,
Yeah,
them
that's-
fucking
they gave
queens.
that
Them fucking queens.
Yeah,
but
they
it's
can-
not, it doesn't happen for everybody.
It
You know what I
doesn't.
mean?
No, you
It
get in
doesn't
that
happen
scene,
for me.
yeah.
So I'm a very blessed.
But that could
Girl to have
happen.
that.
Like when I feel like when stuff like that happens for girls, that opens doors for others.
Yeah.
And it's your,
And it's feeling
your duty
confident
as
in
well.
who you are,
But it's
yeah.
also your duty as well to let your other girls know, like, it's okay.
Like you said, open the door and other girls
Because
get
you
to walk
open the
through.
door for that, for those girls to now feel that energy when they walk into that same space.
and the thing is, like, other girls opened the door for me,
Yeah.
right? Because there was other girls before me, you know? And I'm just like, I'm a very observant person. So I like to sit back and observe and let people do what they do. But I'm not gonna lie, I have a very inviting personality. You know, my personality is very inviting, and I know how to like interact with people. I think it's because I'm a Gemini. Like I just know how to like be a chameleon in spaces. And I think from going to the straight scene and the gay scene, and I just know how to manage people and like how to like let them be who they are. You know,
You're a good time.
Yeah, like you just gotta let people be who they are and not necessarily like judge them for what they want to do. And I also tell myself like I don't want to be judged. I don't want to go in a place and have like people just like make me feel uncomfortable. Like that's not cool. That you don't enjoy yourself when you feel like that, you know. But a lot of people are hurting in this world, believe it or not, and people will come to you and tell you their whole life story. And I'll just be like,
the drugs. What you said to me when I said the
She said, I should be like, it's the drugs.
It's the drugs.
So now,
That's
for
called
me,
drugs.
like, my question for you
The
is
drugs
that,
conversation.
considering that, like, you were, like you mentioned, that was the straight clubs, right?
Yeah.
So what made you decide that ballroom was something that you, because you were already comfortable in your life.
well, ballroom is
Yeah,
mainly who I am. So before
let's
I
get
even
into the law.
okay, so actually, when I was in high school, I used to cross dress, right? And I used to go to a really private, like upper echelon school. Like Madonna's daughter went to that school.
in New York.
Yeah, it's called the Lycée Français de New York, which is a French school. It's a private school, and all the kids in there are rich.
Oh, so you
Like-
come from money?
No, I had a scholarship.
Oh, okay.
You know what's
I
so
come from
funny?
nothing.
You know what's so funny?
I
Me
come
and my
from the grain of
friends.
the sand, bitch.
You know what's so funny about? I don't know if you remember. You had when you first came around, everyone, you was telling everyone that you was French. Like she
I
was-
am, bitch.
Oh, you are French.
I am. I'm not lying.
No, but she was around everyone, and
Yeah,
now I
everybody thinks I'm
understand.
Latina, but I'm
No,
not.
she's
I'm
no,
from
she's
I
not.
know.
beige,
Yes,
bitch. I'm
I'm
black.
No, and it's funny because I was just telling her because she wants everybody to be Spanish because she is. So she.
But that, look, oh my God.
No, but also I had an accent. At the time, I had a really
That
strong
was so
accent.
Wait, I never. No, she is Spanish.
But
No,
so why y'all
Gonzalez,
doing
but that's her
that?
husband's last name.
Like, why are we doing that?
No, but I know that
Like,
she is.
y'all are so bad. So you
the
are
I
French.
think
cocktail
we should-
tab.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm black and white.
Yeah, she's a-
25% black, because my mom is black and white and my father's white, and I don't know him. That's why I'm so light skinned. But you know, when I was in my island, I was mostly dark because I'm always under the sun. You know.
Yeah.
That's why you see all these freckles on my shoulders and my chest and everything, because I was always tan, which is not good for the skin, you know. But I always connected to the Spanish community because it's a Caribbean community and we have a lot of the same culture, same foods, same mentality. So I felt always closer to them because of what I went through in my country with black people. But my whole family is black, you know what I mean? So I never felt like I never felt okay to hang out with white people. I was always drawn to my color skin or darker, you know, because that's what I know. And so knowing the difference between my country and here has been a big eye-opening also because I went to a private school with nothing but rich kids and I see how they act and I see how they are, you know what I mean? And then I go to the ballroom scene and it's like nothing compared to what
Nothing.
So that is the reason why I'm able to camouflage myself, right? Because I've seen different environments, you know, from my island to the public school to ballroom and to just in general, like trying to find myself and like trying to find my place in the environment.
Bitch, those rings, bitch.
Yeah, I look for those.
I'm
rings.
sorry, bitch.
Yeah, ringing.
I would, bitch. Those rings are sitting, bitch. Bitch, what's up? Like, let's lighten it up.
See,
You know, we get deep. We get real
Well,
deep.
I want to
Bitch,
get.
yeah,
Can
like,
we get
take
to
us
ballroom?
yeah, ballroom. Let's go to ballroom,
Let's get
bitch.
to
Yeah, let's go to
ballroom. I
ballroom.
want to ask
Enough of
us.
that
I want to
sad
ask you a question. I want to get us to get into because you are really. This is an icon in ballroom.
Yeah,
She's
get into
someone
ask
that
about
is,
face,
you know,
bitch.
appealing in ballroom, especially right now. How do you find your creative, you know, juice in ballroom now?
To be honest with you, through female music artists, Beyonce, Rihanna, Doja Cat, Nicki Minaj, like girls like Little Kim, like girls who are eccentric, but they know who they are. And they're not afraid of being who they are.
Yeah.
You know? And I resonate with that, you know, because especially with ballroom, because ballroom is a place where you can actually be a little bit more extravagant.
Yeah.
Like you can't be walking around in a gown in the street, you know,
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
all types of crazy.
Yeah.
But
You can get
you can do that in the balls and feel like, bitch, you're a celebrity.
Yeah.
You walking the red carpet, bitch.
Yeah.
You are a celebrity.
What made you want to stay? What made you like realize that this is something I want to do for a while? Because there's a lot of things you probably could have done, but you was like, and of
It's
course
the
you.
adrenaline rush.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the rush of the crowd.
It's a rush of
The excitement.
of feeling stressed to make sure that everything is right, so that when you come out, you get the receiving love that you want.
Once
Might
you
not
get it, it's
always
like
get it all the
addictive.
time, you know
But
what I
once
mean?
you get it that first time, it's just like, bitch,
just
I
wanted
need
it,
that,
you
I
wanted
need
it,
it
you
again.
wanted
I want it again.
It's just like you just smoke crack.
I want it
You
again.
smoke crack.
Yeah.
You want to feel that
So you
feeling
said-
again.
You'd be like, I'm letting it go.
So you gave
So you'd be
some
like, what is calling
influences
for?
of where you develop. Like, how do you bring that to vision? Like, what does it take to make Lola show up and bring the way that she does? Like, what's the creative mindset that builds that up? Like,
I mean, it definitely took experience, and it took learning from the pioneers and the people before me, and you know, Dee Dee, my gay mother, is a big person that, and Mike Valencia at the time, now Mia West, those two people were big influences in my life. You know, they used to read me down. Read me down, made me feel like shit, but bitch, they also praised me and made me feel comfortable.
They got you ready for the category.
Yeah.
That's a Scorpio and a Cancer.
Yeah.
See, you
Which one is
Cancer.
I love Mia. You
Water,
know,
that's the
like,
water. That's the water we
I'm
love
glad that
real
you said
hard. We
that.
got a little
Yeah,
spiciness.
Mia has
Because I know
huge
that I
place in my
met,
heart.
That was one. That was one. It was crazy. She brought us both to Balenciaga together.
Oh, Dee
Mia.
Mia? Oh, really?
She brought
Mia
us
had a
both.
hand in a lot of y'all.
Didi was the gay mother. I mean, the overall mother at the time.
No, Didi was.
No, Dee
over
never was overall mother.
Aga.
She was like
Atlanta
mother or
Oh,
something.
okay. But she was like the overall mother.
Yes, really.
Besides Raquel. 'Cause
Yeah,
when Raquel
Raquel
was.
was.
It was
Yeah,
Didi.
Bitch, hold on, wait. Do you want to give that story how when we first met
Go on,
Raquel
give the
together?
kids.
Come on.
Aga
Give it
tea,
up.
give us the Aga tea.
So you know me, Dante Balenciaga.
I love Dante. Shout out to Dante.
He had introduced us. We had went to VA. Mia had drove us. We literally we got our hair done from Yancey. We all got our hair done, and we drove all the way from New York to VA. It was me, Lola, and Mia, and you know we're in the ball. And this me and Raquel is here. She did a show before, and Dante introduced us to her. And she looked us up and down.
Shout out to Raquel.
And
I
she
love you,
walked away.
Raquel.
I love Raquel. No, I
That's
respect
so
it. I respect it. She
That
looked
bitch.
us up
She
and
did
down.
what?
She looked us up and down and walked away.
No,
But
she's
you know
dead.
what's so crazy
She was
about
the-
that is that back then it was acceptable.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
the kids will have a fit.
Oh, no, somebody.
She didn't say hi to me. She hates me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she like me. Can you tell her I said hi to her? Like, girl, relax.
Yeah.
Like this thing, you don't
The
even know half
respect
of
is
what the fuck we
gone.
went
Went
through.
through. Like,
We got raped up and
said
down.
that.
this
Like,
thing.
we
Like,
literally just imagine us and we took it and didn't just take it, bitch. We carry. She carried for her category and I carry for mine. Like we like, bitch,
Tonight, we gonna make
we
her know
looked at
it.
each other. We looked at each
Like
other.
she's gonna know
like,
us after this.
Oh, okay. Like we looked at each other because we
And
know
that's how
we
we
from the
looked at
East
it.
Coast, so we took that as like, bitch. So like I love Raquel down, we respect it, but we didn't look at it like I'm gonna shade her or I'm gonna read her. We're just gonna be like, oh, we're gonna make you know it now. We're gonna let you know
I'm
why
not
we're
gonna
here.
lie. I
Yeah.
think Balenciaga, it was one of the best years for me. I'm
Yeah.
not-
Balenciaga, that's
Yeah.
good. And
It
you
was-
really enjoyed your time in Balenciaga.
It was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
when I felt loved.
Really?
In
Oh,
the
that's
house.
good. Shout out to
'Cause as a
Balenciaga.
Milan,
They look like a
There was
family.
so many girls, and it was too many things, and it was just like too much shade, and I just felt like now,
When was you- when you
now
was-
I understand what the kids feel like. They want to feel appreciated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's true. Like you have to give a little bit of attention to the younger generation because they're the ones that are gonna carry us through.
I just feel like I just
That's
feel like I want this so much. Came into the scene not wanting something. I was just happy to be there because there was so much amazing around me. I was like, I wasn't looking to pull from them. I wasn't looking to take things from them. Oh, you need to give me something.
It was trophy driven.
But
it was
no.
moments.
It was moments.
It
was moments.
So let me ask you a
but
question.
I love that about
Right.
the nurturing part. Like you're saying, nurture the kids. Like you're saying, what you look for now, you know what you give back to these kids.
She said the kids they want something.
Some
and I'm not saying that
love.
Okay, this is the difference.
But I was going to say, because that's
what
what she said that she was looking for. So maybe the kids are looking for love. So do you give
This
it
is the
to
thing.
them?
The difference that I felt as a Balenciaga is I felt like everyone in the house acknowledged me.
And everybody each house should acknowledge
They should.
everybody.
But it's hard, especially now
It
when
is
it's over
hard.
200 members in the
It is hard. Like I feel like it's
house.
one of us. Like when you're in leadership position, I do feel like it's one of us. So if you reach out, it is definitely my job to continue that. Like, of course it's gonna be hard to have a relationship with everyone.
Yeah.
But if they show you that they want a relationship with you,
gotta
then it
reciprocate
is
that
your
energy.
you have to
I just
reciprocate
feel
that
like-
energy.
See, I feel like that's putting too much work on something that you want to be genuine. Genuine is something that kind of
No, it has to
happen.
be genuine.
It just-
Yeah,
be
happen,
genuine.
but
Has
genuine
to be
happens organically.
Yes.
Right.
And I feel like when someone reaches out to you, and like I think in ballroom, what I've learned is that gay community, the LGBT community and ballroom is two different things.
Yes.
And like the gay community is people that I build relationships with and friends with. And the ballroom scene is something that I build with people that we about to whip this ball together.
See, that's the different generations.
Yeah,
That's the difference. She's only comes from a competition state of mind.
In my
Right,
first
and that's
interview
but
with-
I get that from you a lot.
I don't.
Like,
I
whenever
get
you
family.
speak,
I want family like back in the day.
I hear that from you because she said that several times. Like,
Yeah.
ballroom is a competition. Like, I can make people my
Yeah, but
like,
you say
family.
that, like, I feel
but
like
I
y'all
do look
say
for the
that.
family aspect too because. Like that's what drew me, so that's what drew us close because our relationship was just like organic.
But I
we
feel like
both
it'd be
knew the
fake.
importance
Like
of
I feel
family.
like I
Well,
came
how
into
is
this.
it fake?
I'm about to tell you. When I came into the scene, I started to see people for who they were and not what they were telling me they were. So
But that's
I was,
your own experience.
Wait, let me
You
tell
scorned
you.
a little bit,
No, it's
sis.
not scorned. It was just thrilled. It was like I accept people for who they are. I'm not gonna.
Some people, not everybody.
Exactly. So why would I call you my sister
But
if
don't-
you can't genuinely treat me as a sister?
But don't allow people to change who you are.
I'm not,
You
but
still
you
gotta
ain't-
be
no,
you.
but we're in
if
the
you
house
give love,
together.
maybe you get back love.
But that's
But
her
those people,
experience, though.
yeah,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
but don't allow your experience to change who you are. If
It's
you
not
generally feel
changing.
like it's okay
No.
to give love,
No,
then
I
don't just
give
be like,
love. No,
let's
no,
just
no.
compete. Like, let's not have
No,
love.
it's
and
not
family.
about the no. I think you didn't misunderstood what I
am.
said. When I'm in the ball, when I'm walking a ball, I'm doing it to compete. I'm walking to compete. I would love to build a relationship with people. If we build a relationship, we do. But I'm also not expecting it. I came out in the time after a couple of years after your generation, and y'all say y'all wanted love, but we were looking up to y'all, and we got to see what y'all
That
were
wasn't
how
me.
we're treating. We just said
When I left houses, it's because I didn't feel family
just
no more.
said
Because
how
I didn't feel
Raquel-
like you didn't love
We
me
just-
no more.
we just
If you
said-
didn't appreciate me, I was out.
We literally just said, and there's just no shade to her at all because I think she's amazing and it was a lesson learned. But we just said to you that Raquel, someone that's in the Hall of Fame, a pioneer in the scene, looked us up and down and walked away from us.
It was a
We
different
were young
time,
girls. We
but it
didn't
was
take
a
that
different
shit.
time.
Pageant
She came from a
world.
different
Yeah,
time. She came from a different time. Like I said, and I've said several times on this show, I back then probably didn't come across as a girl's girl either anymore outside of the sisters that I had built bonds with because people tried to pit us
It's the
against
Butch
each
Queen.
other.
The
The
Butch
Butch
Queen.
Queen. They made us feel like
Don't
the
blame
only
the
girl.
boys.
Like you had to be the only girl. So, bitch, if my femme queen had to be more than your femme queen. You know what I'm saying?
You know what
Like,
it is that the Bush Queen, they compete with each other.
Yeah, like-
so they're like, bitch, I got the best girl. What you gonna do?
Yeah,
And
then
they
it makes
no,
us
bitch, I got the best girl.
the
bitch.
fans.
And it's like
if you
they're
listen
fighting
to
and we're just
them,
on the sideline.
it's like,
Bitch,
yeah.
let's see, girl. Let's
Yo,
have a drink.
It be them. It be them fighting, like making
let
shit
me
up.
interject, like, cause we really like. I love this. Like, I feel like it's just going so smooth. And I heard you speak a lot about the House of Balenciaga.
Yeah.
Like as a Gucci, you just got deemed icon. You just won $10,000 face. You are like the girl, the girl. Being the it girl, a lot of people don't know what it takes to actually be that girl.
It took 17 years.
Tell the people.
It took
Tell the
17
people.
years.
There you go.
It took 17 years.
You cried on that moment.
17
'Cause she
years.
You
cried.
said wait. You said wait.
Wait your turn.
Bitch, it took me like 20 to get that.
And I so love
What did Simon say? Earn your spot.
Okay.
Stay in your lane and earn your spot.
So what did that mean? Because like people take for granted the status now. Status are just thrown out like in the air and stuff. And you cried during yours, which it was a over moment because bitch, you like, you know, and I have a two-part question.
Wait a minute. She cried for like all of 36 seconds. She wiped her
She went
eyes.
back up.
and
No, I
moved
was
it
really
right
crying
back.
at that.
She was
No,
crying.
I know. I was
I
there,
cried
remember?
after. Oh my God, my lashes and
did?
everything
Listen,
came out.
That's
do you
why I didn't know
remember?
what that
I
was.
was there at the back waiting when you came down. But I'm saying, like, in that moment, you went from crying and you tapped in and you gave them what they wanted. You let them feel what you were feeling. But
How I was looking in my head like, bitch, I don't
What
want to
did-
look ugly on camera.
You
I'm
okay,
not selling
bitch.
it,
so what did it take? Like, what does it take to be
What did that
girl?
mean?
It takes for you to love yourself.
That's definitely true.
When did you realize you love yourself? Because there's a change in Lola. I've seen a
started
change in
loving
Lola.
myself.
Coldest Winter was a new Lola.
That was a year prior to that is when I started loving myself.
Because I noticed a new girl, like, you know, that first
I noticed
one,
a new girl
it
after
was
the
a new
West
girl.
Ball.
It was
said-
a different
Me and her
girl.
was talking
Yeah, it was a new
outside.
girl.
Me and her
Yeah,
was-
the West Bowl.
We and
The
her was
West Bowl
talking
is
outside.
When you see the new girl.
After that, after the West Ball, me and her was talking outside, and I said to her, she said, I'm being a mother right now, sister. And I said, sister, it's time to do your big one. After that,
Actually, you was a big inspiration.
she
I
literally,
love that.
this lady literally, I swear to God, I was so happy that we had this conversation. And it's because like she knew I was talking to her and the sister, like being back in the day, it's time to do your big one. And she hasn't played since. And she
believe it or
never
not,
played.
Asia was a big inspiration in my transition of loving myself. You know why?
I love
because
that.
I remember when you completely switcheroo your whole look. Like, you know? When you came back, you was skinny. She just small, body, waist.
She
titties.
did.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck
did.
is she on? Because I need to be on that. Bitch, and I was like, bitch, what the fuck? I was like, what are you eating, girl? What are you eating? She was like, girl, I don't eat meat.
I don't need after 8.
She got me doing that too.
And bitch, I stopped eating after 8, bitch.
But I love how it was like when I looked at that and I was just so proud of her because I was like, it was creative. She didn't play and she came. Like I remember when you walked the 10K and you like from the back, me and my niece was watching, me and Nikki were watching together and we said, oh, it's Lola's. When you walked out, I said it's Lola's because her energy, she knew it was hers. And it's just like, I missed that in ballroom where it's like, you can feel this energy. I saw it when she walked on the floor. She said, bitch, I'm walking to the front of these girls.
You know what
Bitch,
you
I'm walking to the
You
front
had
of
the
these
night-
girls. This is my show. And that it was like once I saw that, I was just like, if I decide to come back,
You're
and
gonna have
I don't
that
have
night.
this energy, I don't want to do it because it's like this is what ballroom is about. This is what I missed about ballroom. So I definitely want to give you your roses about that. I'm so
Yes.
proud of you.
Yeah.
You know, especially coming from, you know, where we came from in the scene and you're an icon and you're doing your big one. I know all of my generation is proud of you because she's not slacking. She's
No, she's
definitely,
it. She's
she's picking the
deserving.
game
It's hard
up.
work.
She's
She's
deserving.
picking the
It's a lot
game
of
up.
money.
I want to ask you one
Russia's
more
not-
question before we take a quick little break. So I want to ask you what you think about Femme Queen face as of right now in the ballroom scene. Like, what are some girls that you like, new girls that you're like, wow, okay, I see it for her. And what do you think they need to bring that energy that you bring to the floor?
I have a few girls that I'm like, okay, they have a lot of potential.
Yeah.
You know, like Candy Mugler.
She was she gave like a younger version of, like when y'all that
Y'all
night
together,
to
it was
me, like
definitely-
y'all definitely
Candy
stood out.
Mugler, the girl from Toronto, too. The Mugler girl from Toronto.
Oh
The
yes,
ponytail.
yeah. She says she is gorgeous. That skin and stuff, that glow.
Ava.
Ava, I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
Ava.
did she
Look
do
good,
that
too.
little head shake?
Yeah,
No.
but
She
do
Asia
that
just
little
got the
head shake?
whole like.
She give me
like-
back in the day
Yeah,
perfect
she give you-
10. She give me perfect
Yeah,
10.
she's
Like that's a
definitely-
perfect
yeah,
10.
she is definitely
Perfect
perfect 10.
10.
She just
Yeah.
I no shade. JB's West too.
Yeah.
I think that
Okay.
she has something there about her. Like I really love.
I love
her
the hunger in her.
features.
she definitely
hungry.
has hunger.
Hunger.
She's
And I
definitely
just
hungry.
love her
Hunger.
story too. Her
She's
story
hungry.
is so, it's persevering. Like I identify with her story in some ways. You know what I mean? And
I respect the hunger. Her
yeah,
hunger.
and I respect that she's still coming out even after all the
She,
things
yeah,
that she's
she
been
don't
through.
play like her package. Like I do definitely love how she brings it. Like she brings it. You could tell she puts a lot into
Yeah.
how
And
she
she don't
brings
mind
it.
bringing
She
it.
don't mind.
She don't
bringing
mind
it.
spending
She wants to have a
whatever.
good time. Like
Yeah.
she's coming. Like
Yeah.
and I live for that.
love
She's
it.
You know why?
that's-
You know why I gave her like I was like really I was blown away by her hunger, and I said all she needs is that right energy with her, and she's gonna do justice because her hunger is crazy.
Janelle.
Janelle,
Chanel.
My
yes.
sister,
Yes.
Oh,
But
my
y'all already knew
goodness.
she's always been a gorgeous girl, and besides that, her inside, like she just
She's
radiates.
beautiful on the
Yeah,
inside.
she
Yes,
looks like a
I remember-
sweetheart.
Yeah,
She's
I
a
remember the
sweetheart
first time
to
I
the
met
core.
her.
Sweetheart.
She's
She's
a
just
sweetheart.
so effortlessly sleep.
No, she
Stunning.
is, and,
Yeah,
it-
she
and,
is
and it
stunning.
is on the inside.
She is, she
I
is.
remember when I
Always.
first
I've
met
known her for years, and
and Tati together, and we were upstate,
Yeah.
and we went to this little local bar, and we were there for a conference. But the way she transformed the whole room, and like her instinct, like if she sees something out of place, she just want to jipe and fix it. Like you can feel the love on her.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to put my lashes on back then. And she was like, here, you bend them. And we went and we
definitely
got
that
dressed
girl.
and we had such an amazing time. And she always invited me
And that's what I like.
to come visit
like,
her.
I like the face girls to be able to like keep their shade on the floor.
Yes.
And then let's go have a drink after.
Kiki,
Yeah.
Ashley.
That's what I love
Let's
about
show
this
them
generation.
that we are above it.
Bitch, we were giving it on the
come
They
and
floor.
want
see
us to
us.
be.
Yeah.
They want us to put us against each
Yeah,
other
they come
so
to see
bad.
us.
Yeah.
They come
And
to
this
see us.
is why we have this space here
Yes.
for us to come together
Yes.
and we can show them that you cannot put us against each other.
No, bitch, we here.
That
Not
we
unless
are
she tries
women. Okay? Unless
she
she
tries
tries
it.
it.
Who?
So,
Wait, who?
y'all wanna, she's just saying she,
Oh,
like,
okay.
you know, rhetorically.
In
So,
general.
Yeah.
let's get to the game, the crazy.
Sexy.
Take a break.
Yeah,
gotta say
we're gonna
cool.
take a quick little break
Before the game.
before the game.
Okay.
Got so much to talk about.
Okay, but no, that was going good.
Boom. So I want to get back into like that last question about the 10K face. What inspired that entire look?
To be completely honest, I didn't want to walk because I'm a very spiritual person, and if I don't feel inspired, or I felt like it wasn't my time, you know. But because I was getting called out, I really wanted to walk, but I was waiting for something to let me know that I need to walk, right? So literally in August, I went to a party, and then I seen Bones. Bones is my designer. And I was just like, you know, if like having fun with it, I was like, hey, they called me up for this guy. You want to make my dress? He was like, yeah. And that was it, you know? And I was like, okay. Never called him again, never like hit him up. And he literally hit me up 3 weeks before the ball. He was like, girl, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to hit me up. Like, are we doing this or not? And that was the moment where I realized, like, it's for me to walk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I did not want to walk. I didn't want to spend money.
It'd be a lot of money.
It'd be money.
It'd be a lot of money if people don't know how
It's
much
a
to pay.
gamble. It's a
It's
gamble.
And especially, after, like, the last time I walked before Long Van was Alpha Omega, and I got chopped for fashion.
Yeah.
Right? And I was very upset at that.
Yeah.
Because, bitch, it was $250,000 on the floor,
Yeah.
But, it is what it is.
We've all been chopped.
We've all been chopped. Well,
If you're not,
I've only got chopped 3 times.
I got,
I chopped a couple.
2 times from
I thought mine was a kid
Chanel,
take it.
and that one time at Alpha Omega.
yeah.
And I got chopped by your one of your founders. My girlfriend, Miss Kelly. Miss Kelly, I was sitting, but you thought it was form-fitting or not, bitch. It was over.
Sure was. It was.
You look beautiful that night.
I thank you, sis. Thank
So
you.
I want us to. This is a game that we do. It's our crazy and sexy cool hour, and this is where you either answer a question or you take a fab shot. It's whatever you want. So we're gonna call our guest over with the drink guy. Hey.
What's
Welcome back,
up?
Corbin.
Welcome
Yes,
back,
welcome
Corbin.
back.
Mason.
Marshalla.
Mason.
Marshalla.
Mason.
Batty.
Tranny.
No, we gotta,
Tranny, shot o'clock.
Yo, we can say tranny, but y'all can't say tranny. Right. Femme queen,
We're not
femme queen,
trannies.
shot o'clock. Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
trannies,
we're not
honey.
trannies. Don't
We're
do that.
femme queens now, bitch.
You notice I didn't.
Yeah,
You notice I wasn't.
Tranny, that's
in
derogatory. I don't like
Yes.
it.
Oh.
Drink more.
We don't say that.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what
Put
happened?
that shot down. These are all for her.
Those are shots.
Oh, these are all, these are all.
Only if you want to take.
If you
them.
want to take it.
Or answer.
I mean,
if
well,
you don't
have
answer
to
the
answer the
question.
question.
So-
Okay,
Shake it
we
up.
taking a glass.
Shake it up, sister.
Oh, they're
Come
trying
on.
to get me drunk.
No.
No, you
Come
gotta
on,
answer the
shake it up.
questions.
Yeah, you
Shake
gotta-
it up. And either you answer the question
Or you take a shot. Yeah, put that one back in there. That might have been a juicy one.
I want
Oh, that's chill.
Is it stuck? Come here. Come here. Come here. Let me help you. Come here.
Wait,
Just grab one.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Right, y'all.
Bitch, I'm high.
first
Read the
question of the
question
night.
out.
What is a ballroom house you don't see it for?
Oh my
Are you
god.
going to take a shot or are you going to answer the question?
I got a judge.
Okay.
Okay.
You're from back in the day. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's all I had to say. I get it. She's an over mother of the house.
Next question.
You're not gonna get me.
Next question.
Next question.
Bitch, I'm hurt.
Where's the ball?
Herb, I got you. I'm gonna help you separate it. You got one? Yeah. Okay, grab it.
Is that one the sound?
Ooh, she said, no, you won't do
I mean,
Why y'all trying to get me to be shitty out here in these streets? Name 3
Butch Queen.
Name 3 butch queens you slept with.
These questions is messy, Tony.
They said it was gonna be crazy, sexy, and cool.
Whatever
Which
Lola
one you
wants,
got?
Lola gets.
Be honest.
Oh my goodness.
Are you going to be honest or take a shot?
Let me think.
Girl, you can't take all shots, girl, because this not going to be a good interview.
17 years. We know 3.
All right. My first boyfriend was Sammy Mugler.
Okay.
Sammy?
Sammy Mugler, Catboy Sex Sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
That transition? What
Yeah,
this?
it's 30.
That transition?
No, he didn't transition.
Girl, yeah. I was like,
No,
what?
he didn't transition.
Sammy
Sammy
Mugler.
Mugler.
Okay. I think I know
he
you're
used to
talking
have
about.
the big
Oh,
butt.
yeah, okay.
Oh, yes, with the body.
Yeah, that was my first boyfriend.
Okay.
That's when I was with Balenciaga. The second one was this pretty boy. He was in Milan.
What was his name?
He won Pretty Boy Realness at the Candyland Ball.
In, girl.
At
no, he
Atlanta.
did-
In
no, he-
Atlanta.
That lived in North Carolina?
She just has to. It was fun for
Watch
the
the
night.
tape. And the one that won Pretty Boy Realness, he was in Milan. He was dark skinned, skinny, very, very sexy. All the girls wanted him, and he fucked me.
Okay.
And one
Oh,
more.
I
You
know
got
who
one
that
more.
was.
Yeah.
One more, because she wanted to pee.
No. I got anything that I wanted.
Oh,
No. I don't anything that I wanted.
Go.
Who's the third one? I don't want. There's one that I will never, ever go say his name. But who's the one that I fucked?
it can be you get head jerk off, play with the girls. You
Jerk
know,
off.
anything you
They
wanted
still
to
do
do.
that?
Oh my God.
Baby,
She
the
just
bathroom
said
at the
that.
balls were legendary.
Not a reach around. Oh my God. Oh
The
my
bathrooms at the balls were
God.
legendary.
Third one.
Who's the third one? Come on, I know you got
I'm
one.
trying to think. I'm trying to put my head in Atlanta right now.
In Atlanta.
no.
Ooh.
You're international. Pick someplace else.
Yeah, but you been all over this thing.
Well, I'm an overall mother, and my overall father is the king of sex.
You had Jarrell.
No.
Ira.
You had Ira. Bitch, it just went down, bitch, or motherfucker. You just got it right here. This is how it gets down on Crazy Sexy Cool, bitch.
Oh, she
just said she had Ira.
I had the king of sex.
I'll work there.
The queen of sex had the king of sex. So
Bitch.
Okay.
Miss
Sorry,
Kelly,
Ira.
you ain't get this tea, bitch.
You know, we only get the
got
tea
the
on this space. And now you got to pick one last
One more?
question,
Okay.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Let's make it hot.
This interview about to go viral.
All right, you got it.
Oh, I think that. Oh, that's.
still got the juice, babe. Buy a sip.
Go.
Gucci or Mizrahi? Gucci.
Gucci,
But why?
baby.
Can you detail why?
Because I'm your overall mother.
But you was over Mother Missa, right?
No, I was
No.
not.
Oh, okay.
I was East Coast mother.
Okay.
And you are turning it as overall mother.
Yes, you are.
You are really turning it. I love it on you. I love
You know,
everything that you're doing.
One of the reasons why I left Balenciaga is because I wanted to be a mother and they want to give it to me. I always wanted to be a mother.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be a mother because of the respect that comes with being a mother. I didn't know how much work you had to put in as a mother.
It's a lot.
So you wanted to be a showpiece mother.
Yeah, I wanted
So
to be
are you a
trophy
hands-on mother or are you a showpiece
I
mother?
had to learn to be a
Hands-on mothers. But that's
shit.
good.
Because,
It's
because my house is not like a house that's been
around for a
years,
long time.
Like, for a long time. It's a boutique.
So it's
house.
harder
It's harder.
getting it out
It's
the
harder.
mud.
I literally have to go out there and fucking recruit my
Yeah.
goddamn self.
That's so hard
like,
for
I
me.
didn't sign
That
up
was
for
that
this.
was one of the hardest things for me. That was one of the hardest
I
things
don't got
for
no
me.
Dantes in my house. This thing.
That was one of the
What
hardest.
happened?
Come on, we
She
all
is
know
carrying.
Dante be recruiting. Stop playing.
But Dante from Balenciaga?
Dante, yeah.
Oh, is he good at recruiting?
Yeah, he's very good at
Oh,
recruiting.
that's good. You need a recruiter.
He has
Tabitha's good at
Yes,
recruiting.
nice.
Don't you
He knows how to
do that.
talk.
Tabitha is
She
good
was
at
at that
recruiting.
ball. She was at the Juicy
I
Ball.
love Tabitha for because
Like
I
she
can
was
tell
on a
people-
high. She was like, huh.
No. Yes, I love it. You have to have those people who are okay with that. Like, cause if you won't come up and tell me, bitch, I might tell you turning it, but
Well,
bitch, if
since
you don't
she
be like, I want to
said
be a
that,
Margiela, then
We do have some new people coming. Stay tuned for the house to make some Margiela.
I love her.
But
She's
I
always
wanna-
gonna
I would
shut the
definitely-
house
I
out.
want
Let
to.
me just say one last thing, right? One of the reasons why I went to Mizrahi is because of Mike, right? Because he brought me to Balenciaga, and that was my gay father at the time, now my gay mother, because I love this person. But if it wasn't for her, I would have still been at Balenciaga.
I was going to say, why
you
you
would've
keep
stayed in
saying
I would have
thank
still been
you?
at Balenciaga, no shade.
Yeah.
And another reason why Mizrahi, because Jack has been in my life since I was a little kid. Jack gave me my name.
I love
Oh
Jack.
yeah,
I
you
love
and Jack, you guys
love
seem really,
Jack.
really
I
close,
love
like
Jack.
an authentic
Jack is
relationship.
like my fairy godmother.
I feel like I feel like
see
Jack
that.
is everyone's fairy godmother. People
Yeah.
that if you're cool with Jack,
No, it's another Gemini.
Yeah, I'm a little territorial.
You don't like all that.
You was like,
I don't know
Jack
them.
did.
I don't know you. Goddammit.
So I want to wrap this up. I had an amazing time with my
Yes.
amazing, iconic sister.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence. And thank you to my sisters. We wrapped this up on our 4th episode.
Stay tuned.
And I just want to say,
Go ahead.
you ladies are beautiful and amazing, and thank you for bringing awareness to our community and doing this. It takes a lot of strength to be in front of the cameras and giving yourself to the world. You know, it can be very hard at times, but I applaud you for that, and I hope that you guys do bigger and better things, and it brings you more opportunities in this world. And I just really love you for accepting me for who I am. You know, even though, you know, we come from that era, but we're still here to support each other. And
Yes.
it's no
what it's
shade,
about.
it's all love, and I love that.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
That's
Thank
why
you.
I want to represent to the ballroom community.
We have to.
We have to love each other.
Yes.
Regardless of like the competition.
Femme queen.
Femme queen. Femme queen.
I'm a femme queen because
Thanking.
if you can't make jokes about yourself, who
So
else
before
will?
we end this video, I need everyone that's watching this
Y'all better
like
subscribe, bitch. 'cause
like
I'm coming after y'all.
this video, subscribe, comment, get in those comments, join the conversation. I want to hear your stories. I want to hear what you have to say. No answer is a bad answer. It's just your opinion. Mwah, with love.
Thank you,
And give us some
Juices.
good questions to ask.
Yes. Goodness. What y'all want to know about us? Like, I want y'all to go in those
Yeah.
comments. And even if y'all want to send us personal, like, ask us some topics y'all want us to talk
So
about.
what are we going to be talking about in the next episode? Let's give them something to look for.
So on our 5th episode, we will be discussing surgery, you know, and tapping it, yes, and ballroom. We're gonna tap in a little bit more into
A
ballroom.
little bit about
It's always
medical
gonna be ballroom.
transition.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
We are
always gonna be
we talking
ballroom.
about- I'm a ballroom
Into
baby. Let me stop. I'm a ballroom baby.
We are ballroom, and on that note, good night.
Good night.